Hi there, Jim from Country Contacts. Haven't posted for a while, but this little job's popped up and I'd like to take you along with me for the journey. It's midwinter here in Australia, middle of July, not sure of the date. I've got a head cold. It's cold, pretty cold, miserable weather, and it's going to be wet and cold for the next 3 days. So I've brought this little bee rescue forward because we're not sure when this tree fell down. The tree is an old yellow box tree. We had been monitoring it for a while. It's actually got 2 colonies of bees in it. I'll show you that in a minute. And the last time we saw it was leaning quite badly to the east. Our predominant wind's up from the west, so behind the camera. So what's happened is, with the lot of rain we've had lately and the damp soil, eucalypts notoriously have a fairly small root system anyway, and lean over the years, and down she's come. Maybe 2 weeks ago, we don't know for sure. There's 2 colonies of bees in this. Probably a bigger colony in the main bowl of the tree. And I think they're going to be okay because that hasn't cracked open. The second colony, which we're going to try to get today, is right up the very end of the tree. So they would have come down with a hell of a shock. It's probably only a 50% chance that the queen survived. I've got the clip there. I've got a small transportation box with some frames of drawn comb. I don't expect I'll be able to save any of the brood. It would have been well and truly chilled by now. We had a quick look at it yesterday evening, but I didn't have anything with me. So I'll finish up for the moment, and we'll go and have a look at what we're actually going to do. Just a little bit of topography. I'm about a 40-minute drive from Canberra at a country area known as Kawula. It's a very pretty country, very typical eucalypt box woodland. I'm on about a 1,200 acre property owned by a good friend of mine. Now back to the tree, and I think they're going to be a little bit aggro. In this area here is the first, what I would consider the main colony. They're not flying much because it's so cold, but you can see that's one of the entry points. That little girl's just going in now. And then a little bit further on, we've got the seam here, and you can see by their dirty shoes that they've been going in there. However, I'm going to leave them there today because this colony have got a good chance of survival, I think. However, down here, and I just put a little roof on it last night. There's my faithful dog Dingo. You're a good boy. You can see this section of the tree has really taken the main jolt. I put that little roof on it last night because we are expecting rain. So I'll just stop the camera now and show you a little bit closer. So that there's the bottom, was the bottom of the hive. Made a cut there last night, so it must be quite a small colony, and they're in there. So I'm just about to make a rip cut through there and see what we've got. Poor little buggers, they've been through a lot. There's hive beetle. Look at that. Even hive beetles here.
There's hive beetles here, isn't
Yeah. It's a very, very small group.
It is a small group, isn't it?
So I've got 4 frames in this transportation box. Don't worry about the wax moth. A little bit of honey there, and room for the queen to lay if she so chooses, if indeed there is a queen. Honey, casualty. I think I saw the queen just a minute ago. Carefully brushing things in. Oh, yes, there she is. Yes, there she is. Right there. Right there. Pretty sure I got her. Pretty sure she's there. She's a very small one though.
Is she? Gosh, you're fine.
Did you want want to separate her, Jim? Is that part of what you're doing?
Yes. Yes, that's her. I'm a little bit worried that she might be injured. Not by me, but... Oh, no, she's on the move now. No, now she's all right. See, Steph?
Right. Oh, yeah, she's got a long body. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, well done.
Yeah. Oh, that is good. That is good. Well, that makes the rest a lot easier.
Does it?
Yeah. So we'll brush these into here. Nice beetles, a pair of them there. Look.
There's a few hiding in that cavity underneath you.
Yes, I see that. You know, I haven't seen too many crushed bees. You know, maybe they're down in the debris, but it's not
Yeah, look, it's...
not terribly devastating. I think it was only a small colony to begin with.
There's some in the crevice.
Yeah, I'll get some in a minute. Hive beetles.
wasn't real keen on it.
Hive beetles like me.
These are not too angry.
They must know I'm trying to help. That would be best if they get airborne. It's probably best. Surprised they're not hanging around the queen. I think what I'll do, I'll just put her in here, and they will find her.
Yeah.
I'll leave this here. Yeah. No. Well, that's that for today. I found the queen. Put her in the clip, and she's in there. Very small queen. In fact, she slipped out of the clip initially, but luckily I was able to catch her again. They're all very docile. They're still in a bit of shock. So she's in a clip, on top of those frames with a few assistants. The bees themselves, you could probably number in the hundreds rather than the thousands. So who knows? I'm going to leave this here for several days. Hopefully these girls will realise that she's in this box, bingo, and find her and give her some comfort. I'll come back in a couple of days, take this away regardless, and when I get them home to my place, I'll go to a resource hive and give them a full frame of brood from another hive. Because they've obviously got good genetics. They're nice and quiet. The farmer and his wife were just here a moment ago, and they'd like to keep the other colony in the log. And what will happen there is the comb will be orientated the wrong way for them initially. So when the tree was upright, and then when it came down, the comb will be roughly 90 degrees from where it was. So they don't like that. There's a slight angle in all the cells, and that angle would be, the equation would be all up the creek. So, but the main bole of the tree is still very sturdy. So they will, if they've still got the queen, a good chance of that, they'll make new comb and they'll figure it out. I mean, a fallen tree in nature would be a fairly common thing. I'm sure they've got inherited memory to cope with that. But this was really smashed open. We couldn't leave this, or they would have had no hope at all. There was a bit, the honey is actually lovely. It was sort of almost crystallised, very strong. And I've just put that around the entrance. I think over the next few hours they'll work out she's in there. In fact, I'll just have another quick look. Not in there yet, but the queen is still in her clip. So maybe I didn't quite have it closed properly the first time. She's quite a slim little thing. Anyway, I've given them the best chance they can have. So that's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed that little adventure, and it won't be long. Spring will be here and there'll be a lot more things to talk about. Over and out, Kim from Country Contacts. Thank you. Actually, she's gone. She was very slim. So I'm guessing that she's in there. Those worker bees have seem to have got their head stuck. But the queen is definitely gone. Okay. They're not happy with me. I'll check them in about a week. No. Fingers crossed. Yes. I'm not surprised that she slipped out of there because she was so slim. Well, we'll see how we go.